This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Ah. It's about to get real boring. Sports are coming down to the very end before the real season starts. Yes, the NFL is king. Be real. Even though there's no news about them. But speaking of news, let's get into the news you can booze to. NBA Finals. They went to Game 7. Listen, I don't like how the game ended. I don't like how the game went. Hallie went down with a fucking Achilles. People are blaming the sneakers. People are blaming the calf strain. It doesn't really fucking matter. I honestly think that it would have been a different game with him in the whole game. TJ McConnell got himself a bag during this series, during the playoffs period. And Siakam, who played like a man possessed and even had a video in Game 6 where he looked possessed. Have you seen this? I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Oh yeah. Hi, Bree. Welcome, Bree.
Hi.
Yeah, my bad. I just started going in the zone, and you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
I got possessed. I don't know.
It's
you know?
okay. I don't matter.
No. Of course you matter. You run the show. You keep me in check, because Lord knows it would be a lot wilder. It has been a lot wilder, even though we went way off the scale last time with the TikTok and are you scrolling or have you been scrolling thing. But anyway, they are giving Siakam the nickname of the Thundertaker because he looked like the Undertaker from WWE.
Yeah.
And yes, your eyes lit up like you knew exactly what I was talking about.
The Undertaker is.
Yeah.
I watched WWE. I had a little bit growing up. I watched it.
One of the greatest wrestlers in that era was the Undertaker. My favorite, of course, is Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm. Stone Cold Steve Austin, yes.
Do we know why he was my favorite?
His hair. Was it his hair? He had really good hair.
No, it was not his hair. That was good. That was good. No, it was because of the beer.
Yeah.
1 beer, 2 beer, 3 beer.
Okay.
And,
I was more in like the era of WWE with like the Bella Twins, like when the female wrestlers really got into it.
There were female wrestlers back in the day too.
Yeah, but they were just there. After
They
the
were
Bella
just-
Twins, they kind of popped off.
Nah, facts. I give you that.
Mm-hmm.
I give you that.
So my era was like John Cena.
You can't see me.
Yeah, the Bella Twins, them, that whole era.
So you weren't there for like the Triple H and the Suck It era? Oh my God. That was crazy. But that era was absolutely insane. Like that era, Triple H was a fucking animal. And he's probably one of my other favorite wrestlers back then when I believed in wrestling. And no offense to the people that still watch wrestling, but I just don't believe enough. I don't like the storylines enough. So
yeah.
I will watch. I rock with the Clubhouse. Shout out to the Clubhouse. I will go and watch the tournaments or the Raw pay-per-views and stuff. Like whenever they have an event, I'll try to keep up with it a little bit. But the storylines don't do it for me anymore.
We're off track.
See, she keeps me in line. Anyway, as far as the finals are concerned, the NBA finals, that is, I am glad that SGA won and can shut y'all the hell up. I am glad that OKC won, but I'm also jealous. Not only did they win the finals, they have 3 draft picks in this week's draft. 2 in the first round and 1 in the second. Excuse me, that fucking, this hazy is hazy. Strong beer. Okay, we believe you. Yeah, so listen, the saying the rich get richer counts for OKC, because this is insane. Not only now can they just transfer the wealth and redraft and reload and get guys like a Chet, a Williams, they can just go get more talent to build around and continue to build and keep the roster cheap. Now, they're going to have to pay some of those guys. SGA was just recently paid. But the Williams, the Chets, the bench, they can actually replenish and replace some of those guys. Now, what does this mean for the Pacers? Absolutely nothing. As an NBA fan, as a basketball fan, the Pacers were 1 game away, 1 injury technically away from winning the championship. Then some real heavy questions were going to be on OKC. But since they won, sigh of relief, they're playing with house money, whatever the case may be. So they could fuck up on on those 3 picks, which I doubt because they've been drafting great for like a decade and a half now. Westbrook, KD, all that good shit. Speaking of KD, the Phoenix Suns have made a trade. Kevin Durant has been traded to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and the 10th pick in the draft and 5 fucking second rounders. I don't know about you, but that seems like a fucking lot for an aging superstar. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Durant is probably one of the greats, but I just was not expecting that much overhaul for him when you have Luka going for 1 pick and a couple of guys that are fillers, and you have I don't know. Desmond Bane got traded for a lot more just recently, and everybody was going crazy about that. But this is one of the first dominoes to fall this offseason. I feel like Phoenix is about to do a rebuild. And I feel like Bree doesn't know anything what I'm talking about right now. Bree's like, I don't. Yeah, no, Bree's like, I don't care. I don't know anything. If it's not the Mavs, if it's not the Stars.
I know who Kevin Durant is.
There you go. That's all that fucking matters.
And I did see that trade and go, oh, that seems like a lot. But,
see, and Bree doesn't even know basketball like that. Like,
I did
come
look at it
on.
and go, that seems like a lot for someone that I've heard, like, since I was a kid, his name. Like,
he's old. I mean, it's okay. We're used to you age shaming now, so it's fine.
Okay, you can shame once, and now all of a sudden.
Oh, but the question really is, does this make the Phoenix Suns better, or does this make the Houston Rockets better? Let's start with the Rockets. We're gonna do the starting 5 for the Rockets as it sits right now. Obviously, these things can change. This may not be. They may shift some things around. Who knows? They may trade some more pieces and change up all of it. They got Fred VanVleet at point guard. Decent. They got Amon Thompson at shooting guard. Great. KD at small forward or the wing. Jabari Smith Jr. at power forward. I like it. And Alperen Sengun at center. I don't know how to say his name. Whatever. That's how we're going to say Sengun. That's how we're going to do it today. Me personally, I like that starting 5. I like it. They still have Adams coming off the bench. They still have, oh my God, I just forgot his name. Green. They still have Green coming off the bench. Or not Green. It is Green. It's another Green. It doesn't matter. I feel like Houston has a better starting 5 than Phoenix, but they're missing something that is, to me, something big that we all just watched in the finals dominate, and that was defense. They've got numbers, they got size. Offensively, they can score in droves, but that defense, I don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? And they gave up a lot for arguably the greatest scorer in the league or in the game, but they should be better, yes, but their defense is going to suffer due to losing Dylan Brooks, who, say what you want about his offensive prowess, he definitely can guard 1 through 4, 1 through 3, and well, you know what I'm saying? He gets under people's skin, and he can score when he wants to or when he gets the opportunity. But, they got older. They lost the opportunity to get youth. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Now, for the Suns, who reports are saying that they're trading it all. Fuck it. They are getting rid of it all. It ain't working. Only one man they have to ask to trade, and that's Bradley Beal, which is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. But it just basically seems like they're about to rebuild. And they have Devin Booker at point guard. Shooting guard, now they have Jalen Green, which I'm not going to lie, I like that combo. Small forward, they have Dylan Brooks. Power forward, they have Grayson Allen. And center, they have Nick Richards. Honestly, on paper, this team stinks. Which is why I think they're going to do another trade and they're going to do some overhaul. And because the West is dominating, it's a gauntlet to go through the West. It is an absolute fucking gauntlet to go through the West. And you cannot be a mediocre team like the Suns were last year and think that two players, they're not going to be worth building around. Brooks, you can keep as a piece. Green is youth. You can keep as a piece. I think it's time for them to part with Devin Booker. I think it's time for them to overhaul and get as much as they can in youth and draft picks and things like that, and just start over. Just start over. It hasn't worked. Put Devin in a place where he can compete, whatever, and get you some draft picks and load up on draft picks and rebuild like the OKC Thunder. I mean, we all see we all see how it is going in the NBA. The youth is starting to win, and it's time to go ahead and do the same thing, Phoenix. I guess my question is, who will they move first? I think Devin is next, but we'll see. We'll see. Bree's looking at me like, yeah, we'll see. I don't know any of these people.
We'll see what happens with that. But
there was some other news as far as trades.
Yes. The Dallas Stars traded Mason Marchment to the Seattle Kraken. That a lot of people were not shocked by. Gonna be honest.
Really?
Like, we love the Marchment smush. Do you know what that is?
I don't, yeah.
Okay. That is every game, Mason Marchment and Jake Otter, who are best friends, they're literally about to be fathers together. Like, both of their wives are pregnant.
Oh, wow.
They are best friends. It's very cute.
Right.
In every game, like, they would, at the very end, like, Mason would jump on Otter. Like,
okay.
Kind of like smush him, give him a hug.
Yeah.
They always had like meetings during warm-ups where they were the only ones talking to each other. And now he's gone. And it kind of sucks, but he was in the penalty box a lot.
You need that.
During the playoffs. Yeah, but it was a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, during the playoffs, it was a lot.
3 times every game, a lot. Like, he was in that penalty. He paid rent in that penalty box.
Yeah, I got you.
So people were not really surprised that he got traded, upset for sure that he did. But I think he got traded for a 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick. One in 2025 and one in 2026. So we didn't even get a player out of it. We just got a round pick.
So a bag of peanuts and
But it opened up a lot of money.
I was about to say
So-
that is always the case for trades for draft picks.
Yes.
And that is the question I have. Who gonna get this money?
Because Duchesne, I don't. You know who he is.
I know who Duchesne is.
We signed him for like $1 million or so. Like he got a lot of money out of us for, I believe, like.
I love how $1 million is a lot in NHL,
Well,
but
I'm sure
NBA that's not even the league
It was like
veteran
it was
minimum.
more than that. I
was
don't
gonna
have
say.
the exact money. But
No, that's fine. But I want to compare the numbers because
Yes.
like I just want people to understand like the math that is NHL contracts to NBA contracts
they're
is
very different.
crazy, bigger than this fucking whole fucking spot right now, like whole area. Anyway,
But we got Duchesne for another 4 years.
there you go.
And it's good because I believe he was on like 1-year contracts for the past like
Yes.
2 years.
Yeah,
So
I did see some of that. Yes.
Yeah, so him getting 4 years, and he genuinely wants to stay in Dallas. Every interview, he's like, "I want to stay here." So it's kind of
It's a good city.
It's good.
Yeah.
But Mason, I will say, Mason Marchment, his eyes, he has bright blue eyes, are gonna look fantastic in that Kraken uniform. Their Kraken uniforms are like bright blue. I know it's like not important, but if you saw him, you'd be
What?
like, "Yeah." Listen.
What do you mean
Anyway.
if I saw him,
If
I'd
you-
be like, yeah, like,
You
oh my
get it.
God,
You'd
his
understand. You'd be
his
like, wow,
blue
those
eyes. Oh my
You would
God.
understand.
This uniform brings out your eyes.
His eyes are gonna look good in those
What
promos.
the fuck?
But another person that left was Steve. He is one of the
Steve?
coaches. He's one of the coaches that was.
Who's Steve? Steve what?
I don't know his last name actually.
Oh,
I have to
okay.
double check on his last name.
All right. Well,
But he was. You're being so mean to me.
I'm sorry. I'm just
trying
like,
to give you
his
some
name is Steve?
information.
Like Steve?
I can't. It's not. I don't remember his last name at the minute. Jeez.
He was a coach
Well,
for the Stars.
He was right hand man to Pete DeBoer.
Okay.
So
he was
again,
like the assistant coach.
yes, but I don't think he was the assistant coach. I think he was something else. But
Okay.
he because I'm pretty sure because Pete left, he has the same mindset of coaching as Pete DeBoer. So I think they were like, we still don't
Well,
have
I mean,
a coach.
I don't know why I don't think I ever remember any other coaches. Now that I'm thinking about it, since I've been watching hockey, I haven't really noticed that because the assistants typically aren't on the ice or near the ice or anything like
They're
that. It's
usually
up
there.
watching
Yeah.
or something like that. So my thing was all of Pete DeBoer, I figured all his staff would be gone. I mean, just because that's how it usually goes when coaches get fired, the whole staff goes, which is sad, but
Yeah.
an honest reality.
But so far, he's the only one that is left so far from all of the coaching staff. But
Okay.
he already has another job in, I think, Arkansas or something.
College?
I believe so. I think it was a college team. But, I mean, with him gone now, I think they're going to be announcing a coach soon. I hope. Because if they're getting rid of him and he had the same mindset as Pete DeBoer, I feel like they're getting ready to like announce a coach, and maybe that coach doesn't agree.
Are you breaking news
I don't
right
know.
now?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
breaking
This is
news
me
right
going,
now?
This could
Who
happen.
are you saying will be the next coach
I
of
don't
the
know,
Stars?
but really,
I heard.
I know who my person is. I want.
Oh yeah, did the Texas Stars win the whole
No,
thing?
they lost. It was very upsetting. It's fine. I'm fine. But we got some more extended contracts. Niels Lundqvist extended for $1.25 million for only a year, which is kind of crazy money.
Yeah, for
only
NHL,
a
that's
year.
outstanding. Jesus.
And then
Who's his agent?
I have
We
no
need
idea,
to talk
but
to
I
him.
want his agent.
Yeah, we need to talk to him. Renegotiate for us.
And then Maverick Bork also extended his contract for a year with $950K. So that one's a little more understandable. This was his first year playing.
950 though, it's not far from 1 point something
I know,
million.
so
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
like-
So
I-
I
that's
mean,
why-
but
but
again,
they're
when you
younger
get rid of the
players,
money,
too.
yeah, I was gonna say when you get rid of the money of the older players, since you like to age shame, you know that's the She just gave me the look like, I'm going to stab you.
I'm not today.
Listen, age shaming is okay nowadays,
But
apparently.
with these younger players getting contracts for more money,
Yeah.
That's another reason why I think the coach might be
Coming from the
younger
Texas
players.
Stars. Yeah. What's
Don't
his
quote
name
me on
again?
that, but
What's his name again?
Don't
We're breaking it here first. We're breaking it here. We don't know his name.
I don't remember his name.
Oh,
I'm so bad with
Jesus
names,
Christ.
Ziggy.
Hold on. Me too. So both of us can't be bad with names. Like, what the fuck?
Someone needs to be good at their job.
Someone needs to be good at their
Where's
job.
Ashley when you need her?
Yeesh. Okay, so speaking of coaches, though, NBA coach, a Mavs assistant, signed a deal to be the Spurs assistant head coach or associate head coach. Not a head coach. I don't really get it.
Yeah, that sounds like someone coming in and being like, I'm the manager. I'm the assistant manager, actually, but just wanted to
Yeah, like I don't get what, from what I understand, it sounds like he didn't really want to leave the Mavs from the story I read. It sounds like he was just kind of, felt like the Mavs didn't really want him. And he said, fuck it. You know, the Spurs want me. And it's down the street, basically. It's 5 hours, but it's down the street in Texas language. So, I mean, fuck it. We gonna go. I don't know. I really don't even remember who this guy is. I don't even know. I mean, I follow Mavs basketball, and I still don't know
You're
who the
looking
fuck
at
he
me
was.
like, I'm gonna know.
I know. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't
You're
know.
like, what's his
I
name,
mean,
Brie? I don't know.
yeah, so I don't know. But congrats, fam. I get it. Maybe we're the reason that you left because we don't know who the fuck you are or what your name was. But I apologize for now and maybe tomorrow. Now on to the NHL for real, because we did have a Stanley Cup Finals and we did have a winner. So go ahead, Bree. Bask in your father's glory.
Oh, he was very excited. 2 years in a row.
Back-to-back champions. Connor overrated.
Hey, I don't like him, but still.
Just saying.
His
name is gonna live in infamy down in Florida as Connor overrated.
Yeah.
And these fucking Florida sports fans are insane.
Did you see that they broke the trophy? Like 5 minutes in their hands,
Of
they broke
course.
the trophy.
Of course,
I'm
it's
like,
the most
how did you-
hockeyest shit in the world.
I'm like, how did you do that? You
Because
had
they're
it for
not used.
5 minutes.
They're not used to holding things in their hand except for a stick.
They had it last year. They didn't break it.
They couldn't believe that they did it.
In the team photo, I think one of the guys in the front actually dropped it on the ice, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" So,
Well, there you have it. NHL. Fucking, I don't know. They're the only thing that's going on good for the sports world in Florida right now because the Dolphins are a shit show and apparently on a new, according to Tua and the coach, they're on a new culture shock down there. And Miami Heat, I don't even know what they were playing in the play-in for. They should have just lost out and went for the Moneyball draft. I don't know. It's just Florida sports is a joke right now, and all the Florida fans have to look forward to is hockey. So, congrats, backhanded congrats as much as I can. Congrats to you, Panthers. You'll always have a place in Florida. I don't know if you ever saw that clip, the announcer that said that. I wish I still had that clip. Anyway, and now.
the Oilers didn't win. That's all I care about.
You said they what?
I said the Oilers didn't win. That's all I care about.
I wish they both would have lost. And now it's time for the beer flight of the night. IDC and the Sunset Lounge will be at the Frisco Rough Riders Thirsty Thursday games all season. You'll spot us in the lazy river, sitting in the stands, or maybe just wandering the crowd. Go to ridersbaseball.com/specials and use code Let's Ride 25. Quench your thirst on Thirsty Thursdays with YDC and the Sunset Lounge. So Bree set me up.
I didn't set you up. I gave you a glorious amount.
This feels like a setup. This feels almost worse than a setup, and I don't even know how I should feel about this. But here we are.
I mean, you asked me what my favorite beers were last week.
I didn't say I wanted to taste them.
I know, but these are it. And so I really think you're going to like it.
All right. So what do we these colors? This doesn't even look
oh my gosh,
like beer colors.
This is sour.
This looks like a damn fruit punch from Minute Maid. Like, what are we doing?
So that one is the Drecker Small Blueberry Blue Raz. It's on your other side.
Oh, Blue
It's
Raz.
in the tiny
Yeah.
can.
The small. Oh,
because it's
small SMOL.
Yeah.
I like the can though.
Yeah, Drecker has some really bomb ass cans.
This is actually pretty dope. Yeah, like this is fire.
Nice.
Yeah.
But this one is like my personal favorite beer. They have a mango lime one. They have a pog, passion fruit, orange juice, guava. That one's really good too. But this one isn't as sour. This one is a tartar sour. So it's not going to be sweet. It's not going to be sour.
So it's just here to torture me.
No, you'll be fine.
It's just
5.8%.
And it's kind of strong.
Mm-hmm. It's from Fargo, North Dakota.
Oh, they ain't got shit up there to do but drink. Yeah, shout out to Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
Great show, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It is a good show.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
All the seasons have been good. All the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie was all right.
All right. Stop yapping and take a drink out of it. Basically, it's just blue raspberry. You were being so dramatic.
God. Bro, this does not even smell like beer. What am I doing?
It's a sour beer. See? Stop complaining for like 2 seconds.
It tastes like juice, though.
Yes,
this
that's
is
the
like
whole point of a sour.
this is a trick. This tastes like juice, and then I'm drunk 2 minutes later, and it's like, oh shit, that wasn't Minute Maid fruit punch.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's great.
All right, well, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little tartness afterwards.
I did tell you it was gonna be tart.
Leave the second drink alone. Oof. All right, so
The next one.
this one looks disgustingly.
This one is Great Notions Twisty. It is a pastry.
Why is there stuff in it?
Because it's a pastry
It's
stout.
pulp in it.
Yes, it's pastry. It's a pastry sour smoothie.
I don't like little seeds in my mouth.
Okay. So in this beer, we're moving past that. We're gonna keep driving right past this homeless man. We gotta go.
God.
It's strawberry, blueberry, lemon, and a touch of marshmallow, which is why it is thick. Now, you asked me why I rolled the can. So
Yeah, because that was crazy. Because I was expecting an explosion.
No, so for some sours, there is what you call floating things, but that's like fermentation at the bottom of the.
So I'm drinking
can.
fucking mold?
No, you're not. You're just drinking like some of the like, you know, whenever you get orange juice that has pulp in it.
No, because I don't drink pulp.
Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about, though. Like, it's at the bottom. You got to mix it.
Oh, my God. That's
So with sours,
thick ass shit
you
in the
have
middle.
to roll them to get, like, everything, like, going through
If
it.
I die, I want my son to have everything. And I want the police to lock her up. Okay? Look at me. Lock Bree up. This is torture.
You haven't even tasted it.
It smells so fruity.
I know.
It's so deceptive,
It's
though.
6% in Portland,
Why is
Oregon.
there
Hey, it's from Oregon, Portland.
And it's 6%. These beers keep getting stronger. What are we doing here?
I think you'll live.
You know, I'm noticing.
I think the lemon might have hit you. It's either the lemon or the marshmallow.
There's no marshmallows in
There
this.
is, I
Marshmallows
told
give
you.
me good joys, and this does not.
That's why
This
it's
doesn't.
thick. It's the marshmallow.
It's
It's
that's
the
why it's
gluten.
thick. That's what she said.
Gelatin from the marshmallow.
Gelatin. I don't. Yeah, no.
You didn't even show the can. It's a
I'm
fucking
not a
can.
fan because I'm still tarted out by the last one. Sorry. What is it? Twisty?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
He has a cute
Twisty. Has a trash can. Honestly, this can is kind of cool too, though.
All sours have cool cans. That's my opinion.
Twisty tart smooth ale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna twist you if you're not a fruit drinking kind of person, or you don't like tartness or sour or kicks in the face. These may not be for you. If you like those things, like Brie, who likes to torture herself, I don't know why she has traumatic things going on. I don't know.
You don't know my trauma.
You might like these, but me, I'm sticking with hazies, bro. This is
Yeah, when you grabbed that hazy, I was like, I don't know if that one's the best
this.
avenue to do this, but it'll be okay.
This was not planned. She did not tell me this either. She's like, oh, I'm gonna bring my favorite beer, but you know what? Excuse me, Jesus.
Known.
Excuse me. That was
At least your burps might taste good.
no. No. That was a lot of burp there too. Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna bring some beers and this, that, third. I should have known. She was gonna set me up for failure. She's a sour beer drinker. I should have fucking known.
And it's summer, so summer means sour beers, sweeter beers.
Says who? What sour puss face ass
all
motherfucker said
breweries.
this?
You won't have a sour. You don't have a, like, whenever girls go to bars and we go, it's summer, I'm feeling like a little fruity drink. You get a sour if you're going to a brewery. You're not going to get a stout in the summer. You're not going to get a Belgian in the summer.
Never heard a girl order a drink like that in a fucking brewery, a bar, or none of that.
Oh,
I want something fruity.
I literally,
what?
you would be surprised. So many girls come in and go, I'm feeling something like fruity that like, but it's beer. And I'm like, girl, give me 2 seconds. I'll be back with a cider or a sour for you.
I don't understand ciders either, but that's a whole nother.
Ciders to me are not beer.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, they're not beer. But I mean, my thing is like, I think ciders just, I don't know, it's kind of a trick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's a fruity little drink because you can't shoot whiskey.
Oh.
Do you know that song?
Talking my lingo.
You don't know Carrie Underwood? Ziggy.
No.
You don't know.
Actually, no, I know Carrie.
I
She
dug
does
my keys into the side of it.
She does Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her from that.
Okay. Before He Cheats, you don't know that song? Oh my God, Ziggy. You have homework now.
Before He Cheats.
Before He Cheats is
speaking of homework, did you do your homework?
Which was?
Oh.
See, you don't even remember.
The R. Kelly clip.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
No, I did not watch that.
Oh my God.
I went to Austin. You think I did any homework? No.
No, but you came back with these damn beers.
I bought those before I left. Anyway, this next one is also...
It's orange.
Yes, it's also from Drecker. It is called the Peach and Passion Fruit Brains Smoothie Sour. So they have a
Is that
line.
what's floating in my cup right now?
Peach. It's pitch.
It looks like little brain particles.
Oh, calm down. So Drecker has
This
a
one
line
smells better,
of
though.
beers. Yeah.
This one smells better.
Called Brains. If you want to grab the can, they have different versions of this beer. So this one's
Why
peach.
do they enjoy torturing people with
'Cause
different
people
versions
love
of this?
Like when we tap these up,
This-
they sell out in like a day or two. Like people love sours.
A double fruit smoothie sour. This.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm gonna go to Smoothie King. I'm going to Smoothie King. I don't need no damn smoothie in my beer, man. I'm just trying to drink.
Alcoholic smoothie?
Huh?
You don't want an alcoholic smoothie?
I'll just add some tequila and keep it moving.
Okay. Well, this one is peach, passion fruit, vanilla, lactose, and sea salt.
Lactose?
Mm-hmm.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I think you'll be fine. You eat cheese on pizza. This one's 5.5%.
At least we went down this one because, man, I felt like we was trying to tick, tick, tick. Smells better, though. I ain't going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the passion fruit.
This one's a good one.
They're all so thick.
That's what she said.
They're all
Ziggy.
they're all so
This is
thick.
a family show.
No, it's not. But Jesus, they're all so thick. Ugh. All right.
I
Listen,
would think you would like that can more.
I honestly, I can do one of these and be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing no 6-pack of this. One, it's too thick. I feel like I'm drinking like. I feel it feels like a smoothie. It feels like a wrong smoothie. Like, I don't know. The taste is okay. It's kind of sour.
Well, who fucking knew?
Yeah, every time.
Fork found in kitchen.
Every time. Yeah, it's Listen, I don't want to make that face every time I take a drink. That face
I think
is
you would get
the
over
face.
it if like you had like multiple sips. I think like you get used to it.
Who wants to get used to that?
Because I had to get used to them. Like that Drecker, the peach passion fruit brains. I had a 6-pack of that.
So
I
you
have 2 left.
enjoy torturing yourself. Understood.
No, because I
mean,
liked it the first time.
We're gonna get you therapy when we leave here,
Okay,
okay?
is it free?
But this is yes, because
I'm 26. I don't have insurance anymore.
Oh my god!
I need it to be free.
Listen, we can move
And
on.
I'm not going to church.
No, I didn't say that either.
Okay.
All right.
This one is a sour IPA.
This one smells like a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jesus.
You're welcome.
Oh.
So this one's the Equilibrium Punch Cup. It has guava,
And
pineapple, mango, passion fruit, cherry, lime, and select hops. I would ask if you know what select hops are, but I don't think you do.
They're hops that are selective.
No. It's a spicy or floral, like.
Honestly, this can design is fire, but this feels like not the cheaper, the lighter of the design is cool though. I like it, but it's just paper on a can. I don't know why I don't like
They're all
those.
papers on a can.
No.
They're all stickers on a can.
They are. Oh well, I guess they are. Yeah.
This one's 7%.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think you'll be okay. I think you actually might like this one. This one actually tastes like.
Yeah,
it
it smelled like it has an IPA in there somewhere hidden under all the sourness.
It's a sour IPA, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a sour IPA.
Yeah.
I can taste the beer.
Yeah. Well,
Finally.
I'm glad.
Finally. Taste wise, I'm gonna have to go with peach
Yeah.
because she was thick, and we like them thick.
We like a thick woman.
This is more of like a beer though. Like this is like you're still gonna make a twitchy face after drinking it a couple times. Yeah, that aftertaste. Whew. Listen,
Give me those cans.
I have to figure out something for. Like I figured out something for stouts. Now I have to figure out something for sours because you can't be a beer connoisseur if you don't like all the beers. So maybe the brains. Hey yo. Maybe the orange brains with the peach and passion fruit. Maybe that one, but it's just really thick. Like I need it watered down for me.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I like them thick, but I'm just saying it's just I don't like.
Doesn't sound like you do.
I don't want to swallow thickness.
Oh.
Pause.
I'm gonna go and steal those 2 Dreckers from you because I like those.
Which ones? Oh. Yeah, the passion fruit is. Can I keep that?
Yes. You can keep that in. Just me coming and stealing cans and saying goodbye.
I want those. That was good. And now, something that is also hopefully going to make us all laugh. It's time for the beer goggles of the week. And I didn't know the WNBA was so violent. Very
Oh my
shocked.
God, this was everything to me. This was all over my Twitter for like 48 hours. It was my favorite thing to watch over and over and over again.
Well, let's watch.
Up with the steal. Sheldon going coast to coast. And we got another break is here as J.C. Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham. It was a hard foul, no question.
I'm blaming this all on the officials tonight. It is totally their responsibility. That's a hard foul. That's a flagrant foul. And if they had taken care of the business earlier, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Well, you can't eject her because you didn't eject Mabry. That's a flagrant foul. It's a hard foul. You could say it's a play on the ball, but
Yeah, I think no question this will get upgraded.
yeah, no question.
2 arms above the shoulders. And again, intent is not part of this rule.
And
Cunningham.
then it's the security that
It's so crazy to me that everybody's hyping her up and loving her, and fucking her jersey sold out.
She stood on business though. She said, "You want to attack Caitlyn? That's fine, but you have to take it." And I appreciate that because no one on her team has been really defending her. Like, she keeps getting like hit and like kicked and punched and poked all the time. And she's the one that's like, her and Angel are the ones that are like kind of making the WNBA. Like,
No, that's a fact. I give you that.
these older players, no offense, and I'm not saying old as in old. I'm just mean like they've been in the game for a while. They look at her and like they're so like people are showing up to these games. No one used to give a flying fuck about it.
I am going to the Indiana game.
Yes.
And versus the Wings. Yes. That's because I believe I want to see Paige up against one of the best in the game right now.
Yes.
And
And
I'm also going to the LA game too. I want to see Asia.
ooh, you're gonna have fun.
See what I'm saying? So I'm a fan for real.
So she stood on business, and I appreciated her for that.
Only thing I will say about that though is that if it was, and I hate to do this, no, I don't. If she was a black girl, would the reaction be the same? Because there have been some black players that vouched for her. One of them used to play here in Dallas. She stood on business for her. Not that crazy, not that egregious, but she stood on business and stood between two girls trying to get at her and was smacking hands away and doing all that shit. But I didn't see her jersey sell out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like for me, I feel like this is kind of white power, but that's what I feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like this is
And you're
always.
valid in your feelings. Like, became a therapist.
Yeah, we all been to therapy. Okay, we know what that means.
You're valid.
You're valid in
feelings are
your
valid.
yeah. Your feelings are valid, but you're
But
wrong.
that is true. Like,
Yeah, to an extent, I think it's true because I think like the fact that her jersey sold out was crazy. Like,
yeah.
come on, man. Stop.
I did think that was a little like not far fetched, but I was like,
Excessive.
we don't really like.
I mean, it's good
Need
for the
that.
team. It's good for her. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
bet,
and then
whatever.
All of a sudden, she started popping up everywhere.
Everywhere.
For me, and I was like, damn, her outfits, her walk-in outfits, fire.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of
Caitlin Clark looking
WNBA.
like a CEO when she walks in.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I was about to say Caitlin. I don't know
I don't know what's
who the
going on
fuck
there,
she be
but-
dressing with for, but I low key. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know how to feel about that one. I feel like that was the play to make for your teammate. That was definitely the play to make for your teammate. I don't know how to feel about the reaction that happened afterwards. I think the reaction for
The reaction should have been good job.
good job,
Proud
kind of
of
like,
you.
good team, blah, blah, blah. And it should have been like a team money thing kind of going out.
But you also have to
nobody
think-
was suspended either.
No.
So that was good.
She did get fined though. Like,
yeah, I mean, she
think it
should have
was
been
like $400
fined.
or $500.
Yeah,
It
she
wasn't
should have
bad.
been fined. She should have been.
But I will say you have to think about this fan base though. Like they they ride and die
For Caitlyn. I get it.
So
yeah.
I think even if it wasn't her and it was another player, I think their jersey would have been sold out as well.
Maybe, but
I do think the backlash would have been different.
Yeah, I think it would have been a lot different.
So I think that's maybe why she did it. Maybe like, again, I don't speak for these people. I don't know who these people are personally.
These people.
But these women, these athletes, these goddesses, these Amazonians, what do you want me to call them?
These people.
They probably had a discussion or like, we're like, hey, Caitlyn's taking all this. We need like to stand up.
It's probably,
And
yeah.
She's probably like, I'll do it. Like,
or I think it was just kind of like one of those
She was
things
also,
where
like,
like
a Taekwondo
frustrated.
person or
Yeah,
something
it was
like
also like she knows how to fight for real. Like she's been in the square and the octagon or whatever, and she know how to do jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So it's kind of like,
I think she was saying like, how do you like that?
yeah, like she, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the thing of it was like the girl did poke Caitlyn in the eye earlier in the game and stuff like that.
And
Nobody
Caitlyn was like, get away from
Yeah,
me. She
like-
kept getting closer.
Yeah, it was.
And then that got blown out of proportion.
that whole thing,
Like,
that whole game was
pushing her to the
crazy.
ground. I'm like, calm down.
It was a lot going on in that game. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of that stuff happens all the time, and we don't say anything. But because it's Caitlyn, it's overhyped, and that's all I was thinking.
It is.
But now, speaking of something that's overhyped, apparently retirement is getting to the best of Tom Brady and Gronk because they're just doing shit now. Like, what are we doing?
No, it's not you. It's not you. No, too goofy, too skinny. Gronk's big. Gronk ain't even in here. You're too little, too straight faced. Gronk gotta be more fun than that. He's not that tall. No, I can see that. No, you're too short, too short. You got nobody. You got nobody.
He will be here soon.
You got nobody.
Nice try. Nice try.
Well, you did give me a compliment. You said I am too tall. Too tall. We're not even friends anymore.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know who's drunk more, Gronk or the guys that are around Gronk, because you know it was a party. We all.
So those football players, right?
No, there was just a bunch of actors in Gronk jerseys. You don't know who Gronk is?
No.
Or Tom Brady?
I didn't know who Tom Brady is.
I was about to say. So Tom Brady's
Gronk
obviously the guy.
is the AI on Twitter.
Gronk is the AI on
Whatever.
Twitter. No,
So tell me who
there's
Gronk
a
is.
difference.
Tell me who Gronk is.
Gronk is Gronk is the
I want his-
tight
I
end
want his
that.
IMDb portfolio.
Yeah. No, I mean they're both now like sportscasters, but they used to play together. Gronk is the tight end that like literally revived Tom Brady's career after Randy Moss, who you probably don't know who it is either. We gotta
Y'all
start.
really pick the best one for this
we
job.
gotta start getting you in front of football stuff.
I watch
so.
football. I like the Bills. I like the Chiefs. Cowboys suck, but the Cowboys cheerleaders love them.
They're getting paid 400% more of
I
this
know.
salary, apparently, but I don't know what the fuck that means.
Did you watch that TV show?
Because they weren't getting paid shit. No, I
they
didn't
got
watch
paid
it.
nothing. That TV
Right,
show.
so 400%
Oh
of
my God.
nothing is nothing.
No, it's a lot, dude. You need to watch the show. The show is fantastic.
What is this show
This
about?
is going off on a tangent, but
Yeah.
So the show follows the process of becoming a DCC cheerleader.
Yeah, they had this before.
Yes, but now this one is actually like, it's not just eliminating girls, doing it for the drama. Like, you are following these girls' lives. Some of these girls have 3 jobs besides this, like besides cheerleading.
Yeah, I know.
So they wake up at 7 a.m.
I used to date one that was trying out for it, and she got kicked off on the show within the first week.
That's sad.
She literally had, like you said, like 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but they have to be like they only got paid like $50 or something per game.
Yeah,
like
nothing.
That's crazy.
And they don't get paid.
And-
They don't get paid for appearances.
No.
They don't get paid for
And
like their
know-
likeness.
No offense to the Cowboys, they are the face of the Cowboys. Like, I'm being real. Like the Dallas Cowboys
The
cheerleaders.
face of the Cowboys.
Yes, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are more well known than the Cowboys are in other
Name
countries.
me one girl's name on the cheerleader squad.
Reese, Charlie, Jada.
That's not fair. Before the show, you didn't know none of them girls' names.
But then I watched the show and I was like, damn, because I thought they were like.
But you knew Dak Prescott.
Yeah, because he's kind of shoved down my throat. Ooh, pause. Not that. But
You knew
I watched
Des
the
Bryant.
show. I did. I didn't know him face off. Like
You
face
know,
to face,
you know
but-
Zeke. You knew Zeke.
Okay, I only knew them because of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
You
Not gonna lie.
no, that is not true.
I knew Zeke from the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
No, that's such bullshit. Oh my god, it's such
But
bullshit.
anyway,
Women will never
on
admit
this
they're
show,
wrong.
they like talk about all their like problems and like doing this.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
It's crazy.
No, but here's the
These
thing.
women are
I think whoever did this
beasts.
show this time did it right
Mm-hmm.
because they used to do this on.
CMC.
Yeah, it was
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
CMC. It was the country music channel, right?
Yeah.
So they used to do it there, and she was on there, like the girl I used long
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
time ago. Anyway, she was on there, and like she was like, you know, I don't know if I'm even gonna get picked.
Mm-hmm.
The camera likes me. I'm on, you know, and she was on there a lot.
Yeah.
But like, it didn't follow them. It kind of just did like almost like a real world thing where they
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
had their little confessional booth thing and they would talk about it. But they really, she said,
Yeah.
even then they couldn't really
Talk about anything.
And I was like, well, this show's gonna be stupid.
Yeah.
And it was.
It was
It was
stupid.
absolutely
Yeah.
stupid on CMC. No offense, but it was just kind of like they didn't really dive into nothing. They just
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
did the tryouts. Who made the cut, who didn't, you know, why they didn't make the cut, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it really was kind of like, then when you find the backstory out of how much they get paid, it's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like,
And the amount of practices they don't get paid for practices, really.
yeah.
Like, the
Like,
amount
you
of
mean to tell me I
practice-
gotta keep up with all y'all stupid ass moves and only get paid $50?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get paid for my autographs.
Nope.
I don't get paid for my appearances. Like, Jerry's running a modern day slave ship.
Yep.
And it, like, we got the nerve to argue about football players getting paid. The cheerleaders be getting robbed. Dallas
Yeah.
Mavericks, I'm looking at you too. Cause I can book the Mavs without paying the cheerleaders shit. And you're not allowed to tip them.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do none of that shit. So it's just very
And they have to keep a certain appearance.
yeah, body fat, all that shit. Like that shit is real.
They have to smile. Like they showed this new season, which you should watch the show. It's really good. But this new season, they showed their contract. Like on
Oh
the
yeah,
screen.
yeah, oh yeah. They have
And,
verbiage
like-
in there for their body, for their
Yes.
like you can only gain this amount
You
of
have to
pounds.
smile
You
even
have
when
to-
you're in an
you have to
uncomfortable
smile.
situation,
You
like-
have to like you can't have
You
any.
can never cry. You can't talk back. You can't.
What's
like,
the other thing? Oh, tattoos. You can't get certain. You can't
Yep.
get tattoos in certain places. Like it's intense.
Yeah.
And like to be paid $50 per appearance or per game, not even appearance. Sorry, because you're wanted year round because they do stuff
Yeah.
year round.
And then
$50 a game is insane.
And then, like, players, they get contracted out. So, like, you can get traded, but you are there for 4 years, and you know you'll be there for 4 years. These cheerleaders, they have to try out every year.
yeah,
And there's only a certain amount of spots.
it's just crazy.
So if a younger person that comes in, you've been on the team 4 years.
It's a dog eat dog world. All my cheerleaders out there, I salute you.
crazy.
It's a tough ass job. That's why I never.
Kelly
was,
is a
I was
goddess.
Like, oh my god. I don't
She's
know who
in
that
charge.
is. I don't know who
Kelly
that
is in charge of picking the team. And this season, she opens up and she's like, I sometimes hate this job because I break people's hearts and dreams, and I don't like doing that. But
Well, here's
she
my
has a
thing.
brand to obtain.
Here's my thing, though. Right? Here's my thing, though. I hear you. I hear that.
This
I
is so
hear
off
that.
track, and I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I hear that. But my question is, does that mean, is it like foot? So man asking, mansplaining, if you will.
Yeah. Ugh. Sorry.
Whatever, man questioning.
Okay, that works.
If they don't get picked for the Dallas Cowboys, which is arguably one of the harder cheerleading teams to make.
It is the hardest.
Does that mean there are scouts out there that are looking for cheerleaders and will snatch you for the San Francisco 49ers, for the LA, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for other things, do you get picked up and looked? Because, if I do remember correctly, she ended up going somewhere on the West.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, does that happen? Like, is it?
So I'm not really sure if they like scout.
Right.
But it's every cheerleader's dream to be on this team. Like, from what every girl on the show has said, this has been their dream.
Are they all from Texas though? Because
No.
that's unfair.
They had a person from Japan this season. They have a person from Australia. Like, they have people from not in this country. But a lot of girls from
Cowboy
California.
cheerleader?
Yes, just to be a Cowboys cheerleader. It's like a brand, the outfits, the hair, the shows, like the amount of artists that like play at AT&T Stadium.
Well, yeah.
Like,
but do the Cowboys cheerleaders get to go to they have to do all that stuff at the
No,
concerts?
they have if the person asks for them, they have a certain like dance team that like goes in and does it. It's not the whole team.
Time out. How much they get paid for that?
Not a lot. Now they get paid $75 per hour, but they used to not. But
and if you think about the hours, it's not a lot.
Mm-hmm. And Thunderstruck.
What is Thunderstruck?
You don't know what? Have you been to a Cowboys game? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Why have I been to a Cowboys game and you haven't?
I've been to them, but
Okay.
my team is always winning when I go.
Okay,
so
but at the beginning of the game, you hear like Thunderstruck start.
Oh, yeah,
and the girls
yeah.
come out. That has been their opening number, which is 6 minutes long of full out dancing with a line kick. Anybody that's ever danced or done drill team or a line kick, they know that's hard as hell to do. Okay. I know you don't know Ziggy, but that as someone who's done it, it is hard.
Yeah,
as
listen,
hell.
The highest I kick is these beers out my face.
To the 50-yard line, I hate you. Going to the 50-yard line and doing this whole performance that is done for most cheerleaders during a halftime. That's a halftime show. For these girls, it is the game's about to start. We have 6 minutes before the game. We're doing this. Like,
I don't know. That just
it became a TikTok sensation. I'm just gotta say.
That just sounds crazy. I don't know.
No, it is crazy.
TikTok sensation. Anyway, we're off of this tangent.
Sorry,
I'm out of here.
I'm getting off my high horse.
Speaking of tangents and
wait, you never told me who Grunk is.
I did. He was the tight end that basically one of the tight ends. The other one was Aaron Hernandez, who we don't want to speak of. But I'm sure you know who that is because of the series and the news that anyway. Yeah. Gronk was the other tight end that basically was the best tight. He's arguably one of the best tight ends in the game, and he used to play with Tom Brady, and yeah, So
they went into this room with a bunch of actors and just started.
Tom Brady was doing a show or a public appearance thing, and they were trying to mess with him, and Gronk was there, and they wanted to fuck with Brady and trick him, which they did, and Gronk, yeah, so. Sorry, guys. I know everybody's like, what, bro? What are we doing? Why are we explaining all this? Bree doesn't watch football like that, so we got to explain it, all right? She needs to know who these heroes are so that they can, she'll appreciate them more, okay? All right, guys, so relax. Now, speaking of someone who needs to relax, Coastal Carolina's coach and the umpires need to relax.
Last 9 games started in the SEC. He gave up a total of 10 earned runs and struck out 75. Alexander off. Throw down. No good.
And that's what you're thinking right there, Ravi. Pick a breaking ball count and be aggressive. And that's exactly what Alexander does right here. Not the best of jumps, but if you're picking a breaking ball, you've got a little more margin. And Alexander steals that one easy on a throw inside the bag.
Well, with Ianson, about every count is potentially a breaking ball count. He throws that curveball, the slider, roughly 50% of the time.
Oh my goodness, he just threw Kevin Schnall out of the game.
Wow.
In the bottom of the first inning, the home plate umpire throws Kevin Schnall out of this game, and down goes an umpire who had come in to get it.
So
I'm sorry, the bottom of the first, the game just started.
Yeah, it just started. The first inning, I think he was saying it's only been 3 pitches, which I do think is like 10 pitch count or whatever. But still, I don't even know what they were arguing about. I don't even know what he was upset about.
Was this coach the coach of the guy on second base, or?
Yeah, the guy that was on second base that stole the base.
Okay.
And the batter. Excuse me.
So the guy in blue, this was his coach, or is it the guy in yellow?
The guy in blue or dark.
The guy in blue.
Dark blue,
I don't
yeah.
understand. He was safe. Why are we arguing?
No, I think they were arguing about the strike. It was just whether it was a strike or a ball because he didn't call it. I think he said something, and I don't think he didn't motion. So everybody was kind of like, oh, well, the old boy stole base, but he was saying strike, and my man went crazy. My man was like, "What do you mean?" And like. And then he pushed over an ump. The ump came to get in between. He said, "Move the fuck out the way," and pushed the shit out of him. Oh, man. Man, that was good. But OKC celebrating their win. They're so young. They don't even know how to celebrate.
Say so! Hey, Rich. Here we go, baby. It's like this. Hey, to the vets on the team.
I haven't had drinks since February.
Oh, yeah, you love that.
Yeah, careful, Jack. Little, it's not good.
Where the tequila?
What a disrespectful son of a bitch. What do you mean where the tequila? Drink your beer and shut up, chump. You ain't even play. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was very aggressive.
That was a lot.
That was aggressive.
I mean, the man doesn't like beer. If he doesn't like beer, get the man some tequila.
I know, and it usually wouldn't bother me, but they didn't even. It was sissy drinking. They didn't even drink it for real. Like, you're supposed to just. You're not even supposed to really like.
They should look at the Panthers.
Yeah, like they was.
That video was crazy.
Partying. They was in there popping champagne, going crazy. You know, and splashing. I mean, you're supposed to make a mess. You're supposed to have all kind of fun. Shit that you normally wouldn't do. Celebrating.
Legal shit, but still.
Whatever. Maybe not. But anyway, and then they had the nerve to say to the vets, how old are these motherfuckers? How do y'all not like beer by the big age of 30? They over 21. They're like all 20. They're the youngest team in the NBA. One of the youngest teams in the NBA. But all of them, the vets were like well within 20, high 20s. And
maybe they don't like light piss beer.
I don't blame them. Michelob is not that great.
No.
But to me anyway, it's a very light-ass beer. But
you know, when people ask for beers like that at our bar, we don't carry domestic beers. Whenever someone asks for like a Bud Light or anything, and they're very like, give me a Bud Light. Don't want anything else. We'll go and get water and put a lime on it and give it to them. There's your Bud Light. It's basically just water with lime flavoring.
Listen, Bud Light, I don't agree with that. If you want to send us some Bud Light, I will drink it on the show.
He will drink it. It's not my favorite thing, and it's not what we carry at our place.
Lime water is wild. Like, that's crazy.
It gets a kick out of people, though.
Nah, that's funny. I would definitely laugh at that.
Because then that loosens, like, especially people that are very much like, give it to me,
give
right?
it to me,
like,
yeah.
kind of rude.
Assholes, yeah, I got you.
It, like, loosens the vibe a little bit, and then they start laughing.
Unpucker your cheeks, you fucking weirdo.
I'm like, you're at a bar.
You're at a beer bar at that, so, you know, you're at a bar where they serve, you know, craft.
Yeah.
And learn where you're... Know the room, bro. Or what's
Read the room.
Read the room. There you go.
Know the room. Yes.
Know the room.
Know the room you're walking into.
And now it's...
Read the menu before you come in.
And that was Beer Goggles of the Week. Apparently my beer goggles are on already. And now it's time for Six Pack of the Week. And I think this young man, Denzel, not Washington, I knew he was going to do that. Not Washington, is trying to win the Catch of the Year award for some reason.
Average compared to 164 from right. He's into center. Denzel Clark will lay out. Denzel with another catch. Denzel Clark poster giveaway night. Of course he had to have one.
You thought not? Sells out.
You thought not?
Hold on. Is this the same announcers from last week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I said I know that voice.
Same announcers.
I
same
know
guy.
that voice.
I mean, they just.
Another one.
Yeah, they listen. I don't know what has gotten into him since he's been in Sacramento. He's just been going crazy. I don't know what to even think about him, but the man is an athlete out of this world that can catch a ball flying.
It's almost like that's his job.
Yeah, no. Well, there's a lot of guys that can't catch that well, so.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Another guy that is doing something that is just I've never seen before in all the years that I watched baseball drunk. Excuse me. Beer goggles and all. Bro, this pitch is insane.
Browski, and he strikes out Wallner and Castro.
That's embarrassing.
Hold on, can you play it again?
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Browski, and he strikes out Wallner and Castro.
No.
It was just that bad?
It was just that close and that like much of a curve and that fast. He swung so hard.
He did a spin.
Spun out. Like
he was a fairy. He did a little spin. Love that. I'm sure his daughter, if he has a daughter, was like, good pirouette.
You know, I don't know. No.
No.
We're not doing the TikTok references.
I'm sorry.
All episode again. He was a fairy. No, he was not a fairy. He got cooked, put in a blender. Damn it, don't make this show TikTok-y again.
I'm sorry. But so he did so he basically threw the ball, missed the catcher completely.
No, he missed. No, the catcher caught it.
I can't see from here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, for those, I'm not in the frame.
So
I am behind the TV.
She's like, what? No, he didn't. No, he caught the pitch was amazing. Okay, the catcher caught the pitch, but the crazy thing is he literally sat a grown man down trying to hit the ball, and he is a professional at hitting the ball, and it was crazy.
He did a little spin. He spun out, if you will.
You want to say it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say it so bad. That's crazy. All right. And another hell is how do you let someone score twice at the same time?
It's a fly ball, left center field, pretty deep. Taylor's back at the wall. It's off the wall. One run is in. You have two more guys running side by side almost. A threat of the plate, and they're both safe.
What a play. What a play. How do you I don't know if I should low-key that should have been on beer goggles because the Mets, I don't know what the fuck y'all were thinking about on that one, but the Phillies took full advantage and that shit was crazy. They both scored at the same damn time. And mind you, we did have some disrespect to beer, but we don't have very much disrespect to the Chug Jug bat. They didn't show the back end of it. He had a bat full of blue liquid.
Ew.
And it was most likely Powerade. But typically, those bats are beer bats. They're called Chug Jug bats.
Yeah.
So
They had a hockey stick like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Just paying a little homage since we talked bad about OKC not knowing beer taste in the Chug Jug. But anyway, yeah.
So he was holding a bat.
He was doing the batting practice thing
With the bat that's
or
not
not
an
thing.
actual
He was
bat.
doing the what did they do?
Practice swings.
Practice swings before they go up. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
know
he
a
was
little
doing
about
that a little bit. He was doing that with the Chug Jug bat, which is crazy because
That sounds like a Savannah Banana kind of thing.
and it
Sounds
was-
like something they would do.
And it was the Minnesota Twins, so it was definitely a professional baseball
okay.
team.
He wanted to have a
'Cause-
little fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. It may have helped the swing. I don't know. I gotta check. I didn't even check how he did in the game. I just
He wanted a fluid swing, if you will.
Very cha-ching. Do-do-do. And John Harbaugh is squatting. I wrote 300 pounds, but I just realized it's 400 pounds. So crazy, man.
His glutes must be amazing.
That
No, a man that squats that much. I'm proud.
Wait, his what? His glutes?
Like his glutes and like his thigh muscles.
You mean
they
his
must be-
hamstrings?
Whatever. I don't go to the gym.
Glutes are his ass.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh my god. I've officially, I don't know. I've lost Brie. I've lost
I'm
her.
stating facts.
I've lost her to the glutes, and it's crazy because yeah. But that's impressive for how old he is. I think he's like 60.
He's 60?
Yeah, Harbaugh is 60. Harbaugh is 60 something actually. Head coach for the Baltimore Ravens. And squatting that like it was nothing. Now, granted, he had some safety things around, but 400 pounds.
Well, everyone,
405.
if anybody's benching 400.
Squatting?
Yeah, whatever. Like I said, don't go to the gym. If anybody's squatting that much, you need safety.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'm not saying it that way. I was saying like he was holding something. So a lot of people that, I could do that, but they do it with the bar straight. I'm just saying that's for a 60-year-old man, that is impressive as fuck. 405 pounds is, whew, I don't even think I can do 405 pounds. Shut up. Anyway.
That 5 pounds is very important.
I don't appreciate this. Siakam was possessed this game, and we talked about that already, but this is just proof.
Jalen Williams, 16 points, throws it away. Halliburton comes up with it. Cross court, Siakam for the slam.
What a dunk. Williams looked like he got posterized for real. Like he just fell back. And, yeah, I'm telling you, Siakam, the Thunder taker. Too bad he couldn't do enough in Game 7 by himself.
Aww.
And that was the six-pack of the week. And now it's time for your favorite, the Conversations at the Keg. Not Bree's favorite.
No, not mine.
You weren't supposed to agree to that. Let's talk about speeding tickets. Let's talk about traffic tickets and athletes. Are we being hypocritical about athletes who get speeding tickets, parking violations, whatever? dangerous behavior in vehicles, pulled over and arrested in vehicles. Are we being hypocritical? Because the average person, I don't even know how many speeding tickets I actually have, but I have quite a few.
Ziggy.
Listen, my license was suspended for about 4 years with no issue to me because I was still driving.
For legal purposes, no, he wasn't.
Well, they know. They gave me
They know.
They know they gave me the tickets for them and all that as well. But here's my thing, right?
So are we being critical of them or are we being overly critical of them?
That's my question.
Because they represent a brand.
Whose brand?
The sport, like whatever, like, like sporting team they
So,
represent.
for instance, right, it's never news when a baseball player gets pulled over at doing a high mileage, whatever. It's never news when a hockey player gets pulled over for driving without a seatbelt or whatever the case may be. But if an NFL player, usually young, black, and rich, it's a problem. NBA, same thing. I guess it depends on the stardom.
Yeah.
We'll say it depends on their stardom. We won't go race this time. We'll say stardom. How big of a star it is how it matters. But to me, it's like it's very hypocritical of us to think of them as these perfect role model beings that they can't do anything wrong. I remember when Zeke, who just became a Cowboy, I think it was like year 1 or 2. This is before all the turmoil with Zeke and health issues and things like that. It was all before that. He was on Dallas North Tollway, and he was doing like 100.
That's crazy.
Have you ever driven on the Dallas North Tollway at night?
All the time. That's how I get home.
Then you know
People
that's
speeding.
That's not crazy on the Dallas North Tollway.
No, but it is like for my Kia Soul, that's crazy.
Okay. Valid.
I hit 80 and I'm like, you can do it, Edna.
She doing 80 like,
Exactly.
like Back to the Future. Come on. We can do it, Marty. No, I'm talking about in a fucking Lamborghini, Porsche, Mercedes. These vehicles that are made to go fast. Dallas North Tollway, dangerous as it may be with all the winds and turns and things like that, people be flying on that bitch.
Yeah, they should not.
They should not on that toll road. Maybe George Bush.
They shouldn't on anything because you're putting people's lives at risk.
If there's nobody on the road,
there's always somebody on the road.
At 4 a.m, ain't many people on the road. I can tell you, I'll be up.
Nurses
Shifts don't end until 6.
Okay. Any form of like people that work at night.
No, I get it. Listen, I'm not saying it's not dangerous. I'm saying that the probability is very low. Yeah. And for athletes who put their bodies on the line, on the football field especially, hockey, you could say the same thing. They are used to, they don't even think about danger. Think about it. If they did, they wouldn't play the game. The amount of injury they can sustain from playing a game, they wouldn't play it because of the simple fact of the probability of them getting hurt. They don't think like that. 1. 2, I think it's hypocritical because I've done 100 on Dallas North Tollway.
And
I ain't nobody
suspended, Ziggy.
My license wasn't suspended for that, but listen, I have sped on the highway before. 45, 35, 30, 20, all of them. We all speed. I think it's very hypocritical for us to get bent out of shape with these young players. Usually they're the younger players. Oh, he could have killed somebody. He didn't. He got a ticket for going 100 miles an hour.
Okay, but
we get it.
A few weeks ago, a Dallas Cowboy player, I don't remember if he was an ex-Dallas Cowboy player, he killed a mother by speeding.
He was.
Are we just going to ignore that because he's a Dallas Cowboy?
That was not last year.
No, I said last week.
That was not last week. He didn't kill anybody last week. He
didn't kill anybody last week. He killed somebody a year ago.
He killed somebody a year or two ago.
No, there was one recently.
And then he got caught speeding again.
So he didn't learn his lesson.
Valid, but it wasn't national news.
Mm-hmm.
Shedeur Sanders got caught doing 101 miles per hour. It was national news. Stop.
I don't think it should. I think it should be county news.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, such and such got caught. Things like that.
Because you do have to take into account,
That's a little different. That's different.
But he was speeding.
Hold on. Oh boy, it was a little different. And I think the problem with that is, you're right. He didn't learn his lesson.
Mm-hmm.
But for people like me, you, and Sanders, and I ain't never killed nobody.
No, but I speed and I get pulled over. I get a ticket. Oh, on that road, I'm going the speed limit the rest of my life.
But that's what I'm saying. So my thing is, well, case in point, while my license is suspended and things,
Mm-hmm.
I went to court. I learned my lesson. On the next highway I sped, people speed.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
we
easy
don't.
to speed because you zone out.
Yeah, you zone out while driving. It's not safe. I'm not saying, I'm not condoning unsafe behavior. But what I am saying is that, listen, it happens. It's one of those things where it's like, oh my God, how could you do it? But come on, stop, fam. The people that I've seen, it's crazy. I'll be doing 80, 85 in the fast lane. Because I hate those people that do fucking 60 and 70 in the fast. You doing the speed limit in the fast lane?
In Texas,
you
get
deserve
out of the fast lane.
you
go to
deserve
the
to be honked at, flashed, all of the above.
But
Anyway,
then,
I'm doing 80 in a 70, right? Hypothetically. And a mom van will pass me doing 100.
yeah, moms have places to go. But
so we're not gonna cry. We gonna be
no. I'm not saying it's okay to speed, but Ziggy, you, no offense, are not paid millions of dollars
yet.
Okay, don't think too high of yourself. You're not paid.
If I get paid millions of dollars, you getting paid some too.
Oh, thank God.
Right? What are we doing here?
On a
What
pedestal
the
now.
fuck? You know what? Show over. Breeze out of here.
No, but you're not being paid so much money. You are not representing this big brand. You're representing this brand, but you're not representing
But my thing is
this huge brand. Back to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They can't do shit or they get kicked off the team. Cowboys players, they kill somebody. They run somebody over. They go over the speed limit.
This is going to sound bad. This is going to
It's 'cause
sound
they're
bad.
women.
No.
They don't have as big as a role, whatever.
No. This is it's going to be worse than that, actually.
Oh, God, Ziggy.
Talent trumps trauma. Talent trumps trauma. Think about it. You said it yourself on the tangent that you went on this show about that show, that there are girls from around the world that try out and can make the cut. And every year they have to do the same. For the men that are playing football, we'll just say football for now. You not only have to have the talent, right? You have to have a little craziness to you to play that sport. We're just keeping it football.
You have to have a little craziness to be dancing.
You do.
I'm like, I have 2 knee surgeries to back me up on that.
But this is, again, going to sound terrible.
Yeah.
How much money do the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders make?
$75 an hour.
No.
Oh.
Do they make the team? See, here's the thing. Here's the difference. The jerseys, the seats that are filled every Sunday during football season are not filled, unfortunately, for the cheerleaders. They are in part known for their listen, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. I'm not knocking anything like that. But what I am saying is there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
And there's no disrespect to them. Again, levels to this shit.
I was just using them.
Players should not be held lower standards than cheerleaders. No way,
In
shape,
fact,
or
they
form.
need to be held higher.
They should be. But when you are averaging 10 sacks a season, 8 sacks a season, 15 tackles for loss, a speeding ticket, an accident here.
Speeding ticket means nothing to them.
It's a fucking blip on the camera. It's a blip. We fucked up. It is what it is.
Blipped for the people they hurt.
Now, that's where it gets a little slippery because Rasheed Rice, I think it was was the one that was racing on 75, which another
75
highway
sucks.
Another highway. Well, if you drive at night, it is wide open, boy.
Yeah.
And 75 is not as windy. Let me shut the fuck up.
If you're from Dallas, you understand that.
Yeah, but I'm giving away, like, nigga, don't catch me speeding. Anyway, moving right along. I feel like if he wouldn't have fled and he would have acted like he cared.
Like a man.
Say it with your chest.
Like a man, yeah.
Then
a human even.
Then he would have been, in my mind, damn, I fucked up. I thought I could control the car. I couldn't. I fucked up. I hit somebody.
Thousands of pounds of metal.
Going that fast. I think we sleep on how fast, like 100 miles. 100 miles an hour is fast.
That's a lot.
Shit. I'd be shook. I'd be like, Jesus.
F1 drivers? Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Those people are crazy. But they never go over the speed limit on regular roads.
Because they know how fast.
Because they know how fast a car is.
But here's the thing. Football players don't know that. Football players are going 20 miles an hour or 15 miles. They think they fucking invincible because that's how they have to think.
Yeah.
And NHL players, that's how they have to think. Athletes in general who do it at the highest level have to think that they are invincible. Otherwise, they will never perform at the highest level that they can because they are shook, they are scared. So why do we think of them so hypocritically that they shouldn't be speeding or they should listen long as they don't hurt anyone?
I think it's just because
I think it's fine.
We see them as bigger than thou. Like, not bigger than thou, like not God, but like we
like role
see
models.
them as role models.
And that's a problem.
It is a problem.
It is a problem.
But I don't, like, as a kid, you don't have Mark Zuckerberg or whatever on your wall. You have a basketball player. You have a football player. You have a hockey
I do this
player.
whole show because of those people. Yes, I get it. But I'm saying I know how to that then falls on your upbringing. Not, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, whatever. You have to differentiate the human aspect of it and that's, I think, the bigger conversation. I brought it up with speeding, but I feel like we think of these people as not people. And I think that's
Entities,
so unfair.
items,
They are, they are these fucking deities and demigods and things like that. And it's like, no, they are fucking human. They hit the jackpot on body type, and they worked hard to get, because I'm not taking nothing away, because just because you're 6'6" and 300 pounds does not mean you are going to be good at football or basketball or any other, or rugby or hockey or anything else. You can still be a slouch and a slump because you ain't got the drive. You'll be a truck driver, or you'll be a police officer, or you'll be somebody normal. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But those that are athletes made the choice to be slightly off. So
mentally
why,
and physically.
Right. So why do we ask them to not be why do we expect them to be such higher things?
I think because
than they
the
are,
they get put on.
And I think
it just always comes back to that. They are put on a pedestal as role models.
That's so stupid.
It is, but we put them there. The brand puts them there. They kind of put themselves there.
We put them there. We put them there for sure. Because we go out and buy their jerseys. We go out and they're the greatest thing. You made me forget about my grandma in the hospital.
Yeah. And then that gets in their head, and then they're like, I'm bigger than that. Like, I can kind of do what I want.
I can see that, but my thing is, again, as real life people who have real lives to worry about, wars in Iran and things like that, and all sorts of things that may come to fruition. I don't know where, but we got bills to pay. We got gas to worry about. Okay,
like an apartment to pay for.
Like, I'm not worried about motherfucking what Shador's doing on the highway. Unless he's sharing the highway with me. Then I'm like, man, move the fuck out of the way. This motherfucker coming fast as hell.
Let me stop on the edge of the highway,
far
away from this man.
Let me slide out the fast lane because he going a little fast for me. My thing is, though, I don't expect them to do things that I don't do. And I get it. Like you said, we put them on a pedestal. I think we need to stop that. I think we need to humanize more. We need to make sure that we remember that our athletes are role models, are humans.
Yeah.
They are not larger than life. They are just someone that put in the equity to be in a position to do the things that they do.
Yeah. And once we realize that, they'll realize that, and
then they may make smarter decisions, and also,
or they may not, and that's just human nature.
Human nature. It is what it is. I just feel like we got to stop with the hypocritical thing. Like, people were going, I had people losing their mind. Did you see your boy Shador? And I'm like, bro, he was going 101 in some fast ass foreign car. If I had it and I had the space and time, I would have too. I'm sorry. I'll take the ticket. It was worth it. Those of you that speed know what I mean. Your heart's racing, your blood's flowing, and you zone out.
Meanwhile, I get pulled over. I start crying immediately. I've been pulled over twice.
Me, I pull over. You know, it's so bad.
I was already crying the first time I got pulled over.
I got pulled over once, and I had everything out. I had my hands on the steering wheel, open palmed. I had my gun showing in the glove. FYI, or not showing, but I tell them the glove is open because there's a gun in there. I can step out. Let me know. Blah blah blah. Like, I am so trained.
Yeah.
On how to get pulled over because of all the things that I've done.
Yeah. And also, this climate.
What?
And also, like, just everything.
Oh yeah, the climate. Oh, okay. I didn't hear what you said. But to me, it's so normal, and that's why I think, like I said, it's just so hypocritical that people are like, "Oh, been out of shape about this." Because I mean, come on, he's 20-something years old. Again, with the NIL thing and all it, like, we gotta stop, man.
Gotta stop giving people money.
Stop. Maybe that too. Maybe we need to stop paying them so much money. But it's so much money being made. You gotta pay them.
Jerry Jones is already making so much money.
I still can't believe he was paying $50 a game. Oh my god! And they're so thick. But anyway, I'm off the pedestal. I'm off the high, off the podium. That was Conversations at the Keg, and this has been an interesting Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. I'm looking at those sours, wondering how I made it through the first 4 sips. I don't understand, but.
I finished both of those cans. Like, this is sad for you, Ziggy. Like, you not even taking any more sips out of those.
I like the peach joint. The peach joint is cool. The peach joint is good. I
don't think your face agrees with you.
We're out. Fuck this show. I'm out. That was crazy. Oh.
Bring that mic back up to your face.
This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock, and I just went through a sour torture chamber. Free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights, and do it naturally. CBD House of Healing only carries products from their lab, made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or in person and grab a slushie at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 100, Dallas. Begin your healing at the House of Healing.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.